Make a mason jar organizer for your bathroom. So you'll need some mason jars, a rustic wood piece, some pipe clamps, screws, a screwdriver, a drill, some vinyl, some transfer tape, a craft cutter, some weeding tools, and a scraper. So you'll need a craft cutter like a Cricut or Silhouette, and you can download the cut file on thecountrystreetcottage.net, so be sure to head there to get the cut file. Then you'll want to cut your vinyl with your Cricut or Silhouette machine and then weed away any excess. Now that includes the centers of any letters. And then you'll want to peel back your transfer tape and add that to your vinyl. So the transfer tape will allow you to transfer the letters just as they are on the vinyl sheet. And you'll want to rub those down really well onto the transfer tape and then flip the entire thing over. And I find it easier to remove the backing from the vinyl rather than the vinyl from the backing. So just peel your backing back and your letters will be left on your transfer tape. Then you'll want to apply it to the rustic wood piece. Now this rustic wood piece has slats on it and it is already stained as well, and it's from consumercrafts.com. So start by adding the top portion to your wood piece, and I just used the backing paper from the vinyl to protect the lower section. Because it has those gaps in between the boards, I want to press my vinyl down into those gaps just to make it adhere a little better. So press the top portion down, and then you want to remove that backing paper once again, and then you can press the bottom portion and press the vinyl into that gap that's between the two boards. So just use your large scraper and kind of get the vinyl down into the gap first, and then you can continue to press the vinyl down. Now, you can use permanent or removable vinyl here. I would recommend permanent if you're going to keep this for a long time, especially in an environment such as a bathroom where it's likely to get moisture. So then you just want to press the vinyl the rest of the way down, and then you're going to use your scraper to go over the entire thing and make sure it's adhered well everywhere across your entire project, and then you can peel up your transfer tape. So peel up your transfer tape and reveal your design. Anywhere maybe where the vinyl starts to peel up, just scrape it again with either your finger or the scraper, and then continue to peel back that transfer tape until your design is revealed. Now it is time to add our mason jars to our mason jar organizer. You may also want to go over the vinyl just once again with your scraper just to make sure it's adhered really, really well and any bubbles are out. Now, you're going to measure and mark for your mason jars. So I just laid them out onto my project first and made sure that the location was correct. And then I measured and marked for all four, just measuring and marking where I wanted my screw holes to be on my project. And this is completely up to you how many mason jars you want to add and where you want to add them. But I would recommend measuring and marking for those just so you can get them equally spaced. It'll look a little bit better once you go to hang that on your wall if the mason jars are equally spaced all the way across. So once you've measured and marked for all four holes, you'll also need to increase the size of the hole in the pipe clamp itself. You can just use a drill bit to do that. And I just increased the hole at the end of the pipe clamp so that my screw would fit through. And I repeated that for all of my pipe clamps, 4 in my case. And I just used a scrap block of wood under those to protect my work surface. Now we can add those pipe clamps actually to the project. And in this case, I'm just using the screw itself and digging that into the wood where I marked before, going through the pipe clamp and into the wood. Then once the pipe clamp is secured, I can add the mason jar and I can screw the pipe clamp itself until it's tight, and then my mason jar is on my mason jar organizer, and I can repeat in this case for all 4 of the jars. And then you can adjust those as needed to the height you would like, and then tighten them up, and your mason jar organizer will be complete. Now all that's left is to hang this on the wall. So mine came with a twine hanger and I used that, but you could absolutely use a couple of sawtooth hangers on the back to hang it instead. And then you can fill it with toothbrushes and toothpaste and anything else that you need to organize in the bathroom. So I hope you enjoyed this mason jar organizer.